Hey, Sean Chandler here with the Daily Movie News Roundup, and I am here with, what's your name?
Anna.
This is Anna today, and with that we got two stories in the world of comic book movies, and with these two stories they kind of epitomize the difference between Marvel movies and DC movies. And this is what we got. First off, we got the first plot synopsis for Black Panther, and it said this. Black Panther follows T'Challa, who after the events of Captain America's Civil War returns home to the isolated, technologically advanced African nation of Wakanda to take his place as king. However, when an enemy reappears on the radar, T'Challa's mettle as king and Black Panther is tested when he is drawn into a conflict that puts the entire fate of Wakanda and the world at risk. Along with this, we got the full cast and crew announced, and I believe they have started production. So you can look at this, and we've got yet another Marvel movie about a now kind of, B-, C+ level character that we're excited about because we saw him introduced very well in Captain America's Civil War. We've got a cast of up-and-comers, established actors, new faces, a whole mix of all of it, as well as a production that has kind of flowed consistently with updates that feel just about right, that can build excitement for the project. And we got Ryan Coogler, a great director who started with a small movie, then he was given Creed and did a great job with that, and now he has a big blockbuster. So all of these add up to excitement. Now, we have a new piece of information. Our second story of the day is that with the Flash movie, they've decided to do a page one rewrite, and they're bringing in the writer of the new King Arthur movie. I would say this is not good news. And it's not good news for the same reason that I've been continually frustrated with the DCEU, in that they don't seem to have a clear direction. They don't seem to follow through on things, and they're figuring out what they're doing as they're going. So we're clear, I firmly believe that DC has better villains, they have better superheroes, and they have better stories to tell. I like DC a whole lot more than I like Marvel. But Marvel is killing it at creating movies. Their movie studio is doing a great job at consistently putting out quality films that are engaging for a broad number of people. And there's a little vanilla in the mix. They've got formulas. They've all got kind of that same sense of humor. And you can criticize them for that, but they're making a good, consistent product, and they're churning them out reliably. Now, you've got Ant-Man, where they had to switch out the director, and they had to kind of do some restarts on it. But you got one example of that. Contrast that with DC. And like I said, I firmly believe they have better characters, better villains, and better stories to tell. And so I think they can make way better movies. They have all the ingredients and resources, characters, stories to make better movies than Marvel. And churn out better movies. Create a better cinematic universe than Marvel. And that's what I want. Not just for me and my niche preferences of what I like, but actually better stuff for a broad group of people. But that's not what they're doing. And they can't seem to pull it together. So let's say you love Man of Steel. I thought it was great. Really liked Man of Steel. Still only has like a 55% on Rotten Tomatoes. Pretty divided amongst the general public. They like it more than Rotten Tomatoes, but still kind of divisive. Batman v Superman, critics didn't like it. Suicide Squad, critics didn't like it, and the general public didn't really like it either. So even if you loved it, they're not going to keep making movies for your niche preferences. I liked both of those movies. I didn't love either one of those movies. They both have big problems. And at the core of all of this, DC and Warner Bros., they can't figure out what on earth they're doing. So I started doing this Daily Movie News Roundup at the beginning of this year. And just stories from the last 25 days. You've got, they can't decide if Batman or Ben Affleck is on the Batman or if he's out. So one week he's out, next week he's in. We've got this Green Lantern Corps movie, and they've got like a short list of people that might be in the running for it. Ryan Reynolds' name is still in the list. But they've announced that project. They've announced Gotham Sirens movies. That's going to be Harley Quinn and the Joker, and it's all kind of about her because she was really cool, right? So we're talking about making a movie all for her. Aquaman, they keep reinforcing the fact it's going to be fun, it's going to be different. The tone is changing. They have The Rock coming out saying, the tone is changing. I'm so pumped about how the tone of this universe is changing. Then the next week they announce we're going to do Shazam and Black Adam, announcing 2 different movies. All tying back to why this Flash announcement is just so frustrating and annoying is that it's just one more example of why I'm so annoyed by everything they've been doing the whole, pretty much since they started this cinematic universe, is it's perpetually announcing things, announcing how you're catching up before they have a clear plan, before they have a director, before they have a good script. They're announcing what they want to do and heading in that direction without a plan on how to do it, and it keeps falling apart. They keep changing directors. So on The Flash, the first guy that they had working on The Flash is the guy that was the brainchild between Pride and Prejudice and Zombies and Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. That's where they started with this project. Then the next person that kind of was the brain behind it was the guy that wrote and directed Dope. Now just imagine, is that a funny word? You like dope? Say dope.
Yeah. Dope.
Dope. Yeah. That's a big transition from Abraham Lincoln killing vampires to the movie Dope. Somewhere in the links, there was, in all this, there was Greg Berlanti's name was in the mix. The Lords were in the mix. Lord and Miller were in the mix. And now we have the guy behind the new King Arthur movie doing a page 1 rewrite, which means they took what they had and they went, throw it out. And from page 1, they're rewriting the whole thing with King Arthur guy. They lock in a date. They lock in a title, and they don't have a script director. That's a problem. And that's what they keep doing. So that's why am I ranting against Green Lantern Corps announcement? Why am I like, oh my goodness, 2 Shazam movies? Why am I saying that? Because of the Flash mess, where they keep announcing it and everyone keeps dropping out of the projects. Because they keep announcing, we're going to do Green Lantern Corps movie, and a week before that, Ben Affleck is saying, I don't know if I'm going to direct the Batman, and then the next day he's saying, oh yeah, I'm totally directing that. No idea what they are doing. They're just announcing things and desperately trying to make it happen. Contrast that.
I'm back.
Oh, you're back?
I just picked that thing.
We just walked through the 3 movies they have made. Man of Steel, no real issues. That one kind of went through production seemingly without too many issues. Now take then Batman v Superman. It first was supposed to be like Man of Steel 2, and then they announced that Batman v Superman coming out in 2015. And then they start doing all these rewrites and changes to it, and suddenly they pushed the date back, and then they moved it forward. Like, they changed dates for Batman v Superman multiple times. Suicide Squad, after all the negative response to Batman v Superman, they start apparently bringing in other people to do alternate cuts to it. So suddenly the movie gets a little bit jokier, maybe a little bit more music-based with pop songs and classic rock songs. Like, all these changes to it. And then also, notoriously, the script was written in like 6 weeks or something like that. These are big problems that do not make you go, I have confidence that these people are planning ahead, that they're confidently moving forward. It's like they're just throwing the whole thing together as they go along. Contrast that with Marvel. Let's see. Over all the years, I can think of like 2 times directors dropped out. I think there was some issues with Thor 2 in some director swapping. Ant-Man was the most famous one. But they're 14 movies in. And, like, you know, Joss Whedon complained after Age of Ultron. He was tired and there was frustration. That's our drama. Oh, yeah. Going into Iron Man 2, Jon Favreau wanted 3 years to make the movie, and they only gave him 2 years. And, of course, it shows if you watch that movie. But that's the drama surrounding Marvel. They've been confidently moving forward. And even the way the Ant-Man switch happened, it made sense. You went, oh, okay, they started working on this years ago. Now that we're going to make it, the Marvel MCU, it's grown, it's changed, so it doesn't necessarily mesh with Edgar Wright and his vision anymore. Ah, man, this is unfortunate. As opposed to everything involving the Flash that just feels like, ooh, what is going on here? This isn't working. And that's the problem here. There's no confidence in them. Everything feels just unprofessional in the level where, like, we're doing Green Lantern Corps. We're going to do a Black Adam movie. Yeah, when are you going to release that? 2019 and 2020? What? You can't even figure out the Flash movie coming out next year, which at this point, I doubt it's coming out next year. But they're not figuring it. They can't figure out the 2018 roster, the 2018 movies. Why are we talking and announcing and having press conferences about the Black Adam movie, the second Shazam movie? Why are we doing that? Just pull it together. Focus in. Do a few things great. Take the easiest things you can and make them great. Because you got better characters, you got better stories, you got all the resources. Focus, do a few things great, and then let's get creative. Then let's just, hey, where's the 20 things we're going to do? Please slow down. I'm hoping some of you DC guys, fanboys, you normally join the comments on videos like this. I'm probably going to have a really offensive title for this video. And you'll join and have some fun with that. Tell me, why do you have confidence? Anyone out there, why do you have, if you have confidence in DCEU, tell me, why do you have confidence in the DCEU right now? What about what they're doing would make you go, oh man, they know what they're doing? Because everything they're doing is making me go, oh man, I don't get it. Anyway, tell me in the comment section what you guys are thinking. Is the DCEU just driving you nuts? It's driving me nuts. What do you think about this synopsis for Black Panther? I don't have much to say about it because I don't... Actually, final little rant in here. I normally do my little comment thing before at the end. We'll change it up. I'm a little bit more amped today. I had more cups of coffee than normal. So, I don't care about Black Panther at all. At all as a character. I mean, just feels very much like a weird, antiquated, out-of-time character that they've morphed into something better than he was. But a character called Black Panther that came out in the 60s, there's some problems with that. So many problems with that. And they've morphed him into, my understanding, is a great character. I still don't know really much about him. I'm very excited to see this movie. Not because the source material naturally seems like great source material to me, but because Marvel's so good. And because they're bringing in great talent. And Ryan Coogler, Michael B. Jordan, Boseman. I mean, great talent is working on it. So I'm going, oh man, I bet Black Panther will probably be one of my top 5 favorite movies of that year. That's what I'm thinking. I look at the DC movies and I go, of characters I care about, like The Flash. I like The Flash. There's a great movie to be made about The Flash. And I'm going, I mean, I don't even know. Even based off the people that they're trying to recruit for the movie. Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter guy, Pride and Prejudice and Zombies guy, to Dope, to now King Arthur. Like, what do they, I don't even know what it's going to be. I don't know. Whereas Marvel is taking stupid crap. Guardians of the Galaxy. Unbelievably weird stuff. And making good movies out of it. Warner Brothers and DC taking top choice meat. The best stuff they have. And finding ways. Like, you have to try to screw up some of these characters. Like, what can we do with Lex Luthor to make him kind of weird? He feeds people Jolly Ranchers. Like, you have to try to come up with some of how bad the ideas are, and that's what they're doing. So anyway, so we're clear. Before you rant at me about it being a Marvel fanboy, I'm not. I'm a DC fanboy, right there. Let me see, make sure. That stack of posters you're looking at, that is a stack of Superman posters. That's what all I want is this, like, Superman to be awesome. That's what Batman to be awesome. Those are my top 2 favorite people, right? Here, like autographs of the cast from the movie. That's what I want to be great. So quit screwing up. If you're actually a fanboy of DC, you should be pissed off that they're screwing all of this up. Because it's not hard to not screw all of this up. Making a great movie is a difficult task. Screwing up on the ways that they're doing it's like, hey, don't announce we're making a movie until you've got a good idea for it and talent in place to do it. And once they're in place, don't make them so mad that they quit. That's kind of simple. It shouldn't be this hard. I'm tired of it. I'm not even going to say my normal end of stuff. Yeah, if you made it all the way to the end, do yourself a favor and click that subscribe button.